Hello, everyone. Hello, is my audio clear? Can anyone hear me?
Yes, yes.
Hello,
Thank
good
you.
afternoon. Yeah, we can hear you.
Thank you so much. So, welcome to our 67th live webinar. My name is Mylene Chan, and I am delighted to be here with you again today alongside the TDCC training team. We are excited to bring you another interesting topic today. Empowering young minds, developing problem solving skills for everyday challenges. This is from the Inclusive Education Department of TDCC. On behalf of TDCC, we would like to thank the 168 advocates from 16 countries who registered for this session today. To those who have joined us live, thank you for your time and presence. And we are also live on YouTube at TDCC YouTube channel. We would like to acknowledge our registrants from Australia, from Egypt, Finland, India, Iraq, Kenya, from Lebanon, from Pakistan, Philippines, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, South Africa, United Kingdom, and of course the UAE. So wherever you are in the world, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Please have the following ready with you before we begin. So we need one pencil, one blue pen or colored pen, one black pen or colored pen, and some paper. It's you can also find this in the chat box. And before we begin, let me share a short video about TDCC and our esteemed speaker for today. Thank you.
Welcome to the TDCC Community Live webinar.
TDCC stands for the Developing Child Center, located in Dubai and Abu Dhabi, UAE.
Established in 2012, we have been providing personalized support to over 1,000 children. We have 60 dedicated and committed experts, and we work closely with parents and schools to ensure no child is left behind. We think different, we teach different. We empower, not limit children. Labels like autism, dyslexia, and ADHD are not relevant or perceived as disabilities, difficulties, or disorders that limit children's abilities. We believe that brilliance needs difference. The TDCC services are available in English, French, and Arabic. The inclusive educational services nurture and support the developmental and educational needs and help empower each child to reach their full potential. Occupational therapy assists children in performing and achieving important learning and developmental skills they need in life. Psychomotor therapy is a healthcare profession that is based on a holistic view of the person and is involved in the treatment of different disorders. Speech and language therapy assists children who have disorders of speech, language, communication, and swallowing. Psychology provides both educational and clinical services, including counseling and parenting. ABA therapy focuses on improving specific behaviors. It is commonly practiced as a therapeutic intervention for individuals with autism. Specialist learning support. We assist in developing the academic and social development of students who need support in all these areas. And we design and host local and international training and workshops for practitioners, parents, caregivers, and educators. Just like this one today. We have a few rules to follow during the webinar. Please remain muted while the speaker is presenting. Please give your full attention to the presentation. We will be sending you the replay, so you can review it anytime. Please be interactive if the speaker requests your participation. During the question and answer session, we kindly request everyone to type their questions in the chat box and the speaker will address them.
What's new in TDCC today? Introducing the Empower Me Parent Support Program. Join our 7-week Empower Me journey led by TDCC psychologists to support your parenting confidence, emotional strength, and home routines. Designed for parents of children with learning and developmental challenges. Contact TDCC to join. Dyslexia and Dysgraphia Intervention Program. Empower your child with evidence-based literacy support. Our structured reading and writing intervention helps children aged 6+ build strong foundational skills, monitored every step of the way. Enroll your child now. Phonics Summer Camp. This 15-hour small group phonics program is perfect for children with dyslexia or literacy difficulties. Led by dyslexia and literacy specialists using best practices from the USA. Intensive educational program in both Dubai and Abu Dhabi, now accepting enrollment for academic year 2025 to 2026. This program is designed to support children through a personalized, multidisciplinary approach. It includes early intervention, school readiness, and life skills classes, all tailored to meet each child's unique developmental, educational, and behavioral needs. With small class sizes, individualized education plans, and integrated one-on-one therapy sessions, we ensure focused support for every learner. Whether your child needs foundational skills, readiness for mainstream school, or help with daily life skills, TDCC provides a nurturing environment where every child can grow with confidence. Welcome to the 67th TDCC live webinar Empowering Young Minds, Developing Problem-Solving Skills for Everyday Challenges. We are honored to present to you once again our speaker today, Asha Matthew, an esteemed lead educator in the Inclusive Education Services. With a Master of Education in Special and Inclusive Education from the British University in Dubai, Asha brings 20 years of expertise in supporting children with dyslexia, autism, ADHD, ADD, and other developmental delays. She holds a Bachelor of Physiotherapy and certifications in Educational Testing and Access Arrangement, and has recently completed specialized training in the CERTS framework, strengthening her ability to support social communication and emotional regulation in neurodiverse learners. Asha is known for her holistic approach to individualized education plans, her commitment to sustainability in teaching, and her strong collaboration with parents to foster meaningful learning. With extensive experience conducting workshops, she will share today practical strategies to build children's confidence, flexible thinking, and resilience in real-life situations. Ladies and gentlemen, let's all welcome Asha Matthew.
Asha.
Hi, hello everyone. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening to everybody. So let me just share my screen for a moment. Am I visible to all?
Yes, you are, and we can hear you.
Okay, perfect.
Asha.
Hi, hello everyone. Good afternoon. Okay. So thank you, TDCC, for the opportunity, and I'm really happy that I get to see everyone. And we have a good, I think, over 50 people here, so that's so nice. So I think they have requested you to get a paper, pencil, pen. It could be a black marker, it could be a black pencil, a blue marker, blue pencil. So we're going to have a very interactive workshop. Okay, so it's not just that you're listening to me. I want feedbacks, and if you can have your screens on, it would be great. And I would want all of you to give me a thumbs up to tell me how it's going, because I'm going to show you a few activities. So if I can see you do it, that would be great. So if you can have your screens on, if you don't mind, so that I can actually see that we are on the same page. Is that possible?
Yes.
Thumbs up? Or okay, let me just put it this way. Oh, I can see few of you all here. That's really lovely. That's nice. So, okay, shall I begin? So okay. I'm not able to share. Yes, there you go. So today's topic, okay, before I start, is the screen over here, is that you all can see it, or is that disturbing? Shall I? Yes?
Your screen is okay.
Your screen is fine. All right. Okay, good. So today's topic, as you know, is developing problem-solving skills in everyday challenges. So sometimes we get quite overwhelmed when there are challenges set to us, okay? So first of all, what we'd like to know is that we don't go into the problem once a problem comes to us. Now, what we have to do is set our mindset, set ourselves ready to tackle any problems. So before that, when we begin, let's have our pencils and our paper right in front of us. Can we do that? Yes? If you don't give me a feedback, I won't know. Either a thumbs up or a yes. You can unmute and just tell me. Shall I?
Yes. Yes.
Perfect. So can you see me? Can you see me?
Yes.
Yes, can you see this here? Yeah, okay. Now, what I want you all to do is, I want a pencil here. I would like everybody to do this with me, okay? Everyone to do this with me. If your screens are on, perfect, so that I can see you all. So I want you all to keep a pencil, okay, here, and a pen here. Ready? Ready?
Yes. Yes.
More of your, I won't know if you all don't speak. All right, let's begin.
It's a
So
little
Yes,
hard to
yes.
see the paper just because your background is white as well and the screen is shared.
okay, just a minute. So then
Asha,
that's what I
maybe
was.
you can stop the screen share first
Yes.
so we can see the paper below.
Perfect.
If you
I'll
can
do
put the
that.
camera down. Yes, please.
Yes.
Thank you.
All
Okay,
right.
that's better. Thank
Visible
you.
now. Perfect.
Perfect.
Now it's visible, right? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, all right. So now we have a pencil and a pen. Now keep this in front of you, just as I have done it. Keep it right in front of you. And now what the activity is going to be is, when I call out pencil, you need to pick up a pen, not the pencil. Okay? Just the opposite. And when I call out pencil, you will pick up a pen. When I call out pen, you will pick up a
A
pencil.
pencil.
Yes, perfect. That's good. You can unmute yourself and let me know how it goes, because I would like to see how it works. Okay. All right. Let's begin. Now, pen. You pick up a. You don't have to pick it up. You just have to pick it up like this. You don't have to pick it up and
Pencil.
me. Yes, pick it
Okay.
up. Now, okay, you don't have to show it to me. You just have to pick it up. Okay. So pencil and pen. When I say it quickly, you pick up the pencil or the pen, just like that. You don't have to show it to me. Ready? Let's begin.
Yes.
Okay. Pencil. Pencil. What do you start? The pen.
Pen,
Pen. Nigo. The
pencil.
pencil. Okay, I'm going to go really fast and I want you to do it fast. You don't have to say it with me. Okay, you don't have to say it, what you're picking up. You just have to do it. Okay, ready, steady, go. Pen. Pencil. pen, pencil, pencil, pen, pencil, pen, pen. Was it confusing? Or were you all able to do it?
Towards the end, the
Very
last
good.
instruction was a little bit confusing, ma'am.
What is that? Tell me, I will do it again.
No, the last instruction when you said pen, pencil, my brain was going to switch to pick some other object, the other object.
Or like that. Yeah. So let's get it a little more complicated, right? Now, next one. Let's go to black and a blue pen. So I have black and blue here. So I have black and blue, and I have a pencil and a pen. I don't want you all confusing between pen and pencil, black and blue. When I say blue, you pick up the black. When I say black, you pick up the blue. When I say pencil, you pick up the pen. When I say pen, you pick up the pencil. Don't get it confused like with, don't pick up a pencil when I say black. Got it?
Please come again.
There is blue and black,
Yes.
and then there is pencil and pen. So when I say blue, you pick up a black pen. And when I say pen, you pick up a pencil. Got it? So these are the items here and these are the colors here. Got it? Yes?
Yeah, got it.
Okay, let's begin. Black. Pen. Pencil. Black. Blue. Pen. Blue. Pen. Pencil. Blue. Black. Lost. All haywire everywhere.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
made a mistake with the pin.
No, no.
Picked up
Yes.
the actual
So
pin.
this
I
is
missed it out.
extremely easy and activity in which you can do with anybody, any age group. You can start as small as kindergarten and you can go up to adults. What we're trying to do is trying to have the person to focus on that. Okay, now let's go. Now this pen, pencil, paper is out. And next we are going to something else. Okay, here are a set of cards. Numbers. Can you see the numbers? Is it? Yes, can you see the numbers?
Yes.
Yes. All right. So what I'm going to do right now is, and your chat box, you need to write in the chat box, okay? Concentrate and look at, if you can mute, please. If you can mute, please, once we are done, if you can mute, it will be really helpful. Once we are done, you can unmute, please. Thank you. All right. So I'm going to start. So this is the instruction. Randomly, I'm going to just, move the numbers. Okay, these flashcards. What you have to do is look at the numbers. And after I'm done with all, in the chat box, write the same sequence. Like if it is 6 and then 8, or if it's 9, you give me that sequence. Got it? Yes, simple, right? Easy. So I'm showing you this. You need to write the correct sequence one by one. Shall I begin? Instruction is clear? All right. So let's start. Is it upside down? That my cards are upside down. 1 second. Let me start again. Let me start again. Okay, there we go. Ready? Let's start once again. in the chat box. Oh, I'm getting millions. Okay, so now you can check. Now you can check if you got it right. Yes, if you got it right, you can check if you got it right. Do you want to check if you got it right? Oh, who's that? That's really good. 5. Okay, let me just read out. 5, 6, 8, 3, 9, 2, 7, and 4. Got it right? Wow, not bad. Very smart, keen, very keen observation. Excellent. That is really excellent. So the next one that we're going to go is, okay, spellings. All of us are good in spellings. Okay, a short spelling. I'm going for a short spelling. Okay. And this also you can write it in, but writing is too, you will understand anyways. Anyway, this is another activity that you can do. Sorry about that, it was upside down. Yeah, so what I'm going to go for is, I will give you a spelling. I mean, a word, sorry. You need to spell it for me backwards. Okay, now if I'm going to give you C-A-T, you will say T-A-C. Okay, agreed? Yes? Okay, let's
Yes.
go for the word world. The world. Quick, can someone unmute and tell me?
DLROW.
Okay, now let's go for different. Quick, different.
TNERFFIG.
TNERFFIG.
Okay, everyone? Okay, let me go for another one. Race car.
DRACECAR.
Okay, a race car actually, ascending and descending is the same. Okay, now these are simple things. Now you got with math, you got with the, English literacy. These are small things that you can play with the children, depending on the level of them, that will get their attention, their focus, their cognitive abilities will increase. Like I said, when you have to reach the problem solving level, you need to already train your brain to be able to focus into that. Now, the last one, okay, the last one, okay. You need to listen and do what I do, okay? Listen and do what I have to do. I mean, what I'm going to do for you. Okay, ready? Clap, raise hands, pointing finger, okay? Raise hands, pointing finger, and then touch your chin. And then turn and say, that's not my chin.
Belinda, that's not your chin. Their chin is down, not cheek.
Yeah. So what happened here is,
I do what I do.
yeah, what's happening here is you were looking at me, you were observing me, and you were doing exactly what I said, but processing time, the processing time takes a little, it was a little delayed. So here we will give you during the webinar, we'll give you a set of tips and tricks where you can work on these. Okay, now let me begin by sharing my screen. Okay. All right, we did the activities. Now, everyone knows the brain, right? The brain consists of 3 parts, the cerebrum, the cerebellum, and the brainstem, or medulla oblongata, how we say it. Okay, now why? Why do we need to keep moving our brain, using our brain more? Because the brain is a muscle that needs exercising. You can actually write it down if you need. Now, tell me, which part of the brain plays a critical role in a wide range of functions? Anybody? Anyone? Which part of the brain plays a very critical role? Okay, and I'm not having anybody say, so I will go ahead. Now, okay, let me rephrase it. Which part of the brain is responsible for problem solving? Which one do you think? Anybody? Okay, let me go. Yes.
It's the cerebrum.
Yeah, yes, the frontal lobe of the cerebrum, cerebellum, and the medulla oblongata. So which part of the brain is responsible for problem solving is your frontal lobe. Yes, and your frontal lobe is this. Okay, you can see a frontal lobe here, and mainly it's a prefrontal cortex that helps, helps the brain in making decisions, behavioral or functioning, everything. So then you know that now. When you know your problem solving ability, where does it come from? It's from the frontal lobe. Okay. Now, what are the functions of the frontal lobe? Let's go through it quickly. It helps in language, especially expressive, and then it helps in planning. It helps in the decision making. You think, oh, there's a little delays there, so you need to work your frontal lobe. Okay, now it develops your personality, this behavior, and your emotions, and control over your emotions. So frontal lobe is extremely, extremely important. So now that we have covered that, let's do this now. I had this question sent to me, and then I thought I will put this along with a slide. What age does the problem-solving skills begin to emerge? You would be surprised. You'd be really surprised that actually problem-solving skills emerge at the age of 8 to 11 months. Now, the study shows that if the small infant, you show the child something coming out of a box, if it's a tissue box or if it's some cloth coming out of a box, they will go for it, or they'll try to pull it out, or they will put it in. So small, very, very tiny things that they start evolving. So your problem solving skills start at the age of 8 to 11 months. That's why we say it is really, really crucial that we give them hands-on things to do while they are children, and avoid as much as possible your gadgets, so we can hands-on through observation, through experimentation. They learn imitation, they learn these skills. Okay, now it says that by the time they are 3 or 4 years old, they refine these skills. So they are worked on from that particular age, and by the time they are school going, they know what to do. Okay, all right. Why is problem solving skills important? Now, we make decisions. Some of us really need to make decisions while we are children, while we are adults, and especially when we're adults, we have to make a lot of, decisions about where to go, what to do, so many things. Now, that's why the problem-solving skills are very, very important. And overcome challenges, yes, definitely, yes. Now, this is something that I want you to do. Again, I will stop sharing so I can... okay. All right. So what I want you all to do is, this is very, very easy. It's a very easy thing. I don't know if you all will have a mirror right in front of you, but I will show you anyways. Okay. Now I have a mirror here. Okay. I have a mirror here. Okay. You have a mirror, and let me put it this way. And I have paper right in front of me. So I've kept a board so that it is easier for me to hold. So, okay, you can do this at home later. This is just an activity that you can do at home to improve your skills. So where do we start? First, we draw lines. 1, 2, 3. Can you see those lines? Can you see the lines?
Yes.
All right. So maybe I can use a marker or no? Okay, let me see. Okay. Then I draw a triangle. Okay, so 3 lines. I draw a triangle, I draw a circle and a square. All right, simple, very simple things. 3 lines, my a triangle, a circle, and a square. Now I keep the mirror right in front of me. If you can see, I keep the mirror right in front of me, and I use another pen to draw over them. Is it visible for everyone?
Yes, Miss.
Yes, this is it's called the mirror image test or the mirror image practice test. Now, what you can do is write using the mirror. Now, I'm going to start. I'm not looking at, no, I'm not doing this. I'm just looking at the mirror and I begin. 1, 2, I do the lines. I do the lines just looking at the mirror. This pencil is not very clear. Okay, and then I have the triangle. Now see, I'm moving along the shape. I'm moving along the shape. Now the circle. I'm not looking at the paper, I'm just looking at the mirror. And now here, the square. Yes, it's not very neat. Now you can increase the complexity depending on the children that you work with. You can increase the complexity depending on your toddlers, you have preschoolers, you have you can increase the complexity of this. Leonardo da Vinci was one person who used to use this skill a lot. And he says that that's something that helped him increase his focus and attention. Another one is, again, I had asked you all for paper. Yes. Another one, let me show you. This is also very, very easy. But okay, let's go. If you can see. First, put dots. Is everyone following me or am I going too fast?
Yes,
okay.
it's
We are together.
Okay, so you put dots first, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here also, same. 3, 4, 5, okay? And then what you have to do is, okay, maybe I'll show you like this, maybe it is clearer. The first one, you have to a V, and here it should be the other way around. Got it? But it has to be together. Use both your hands. First you start. Is anyone doing it or just looking? Can someone do it and show it to me? Can I see if somebody's doing it? Yes, let's go again. Okay, let's start. Okay, can we begin? Someone doing it with me? Yes.
Yeah.
That's it. Again, one more time. Let's go. Now we need to use both our hands simultaneously at the same time. Again, let's go. You see, sometimes you're not, look, it's not clear, right? Our hands have to work together. Again, you want me to show it again? Okay, together we start. A V up and a V down. Is everyone able to do it? Can I see some papers here? Can I see some pictures that you all have done? Okay, I do it together, okay? Not with both hands. Okay?
No, both
Yes.
hands.
Anyone else? Melinda is so good. Anybody else who's doing this with me? Miss Anita, Miss Dorothy. I'm just randomly calling out names. Anybody who's done this with me?
Yeah, I've done it.
Oh, not bad.
Yes, ma'am. I also did.
Miss, Miss, can you help me go over again? I got distracted by a call on my phone. Please.
Okay. Just that you make dots, okay? You make dots and then you go the V up and the V down. But then you need to do it together. Okay, let's go. V up and V down. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, you need to do this now. You can just, now I've just taken 5. You can make 10, 20 different designs. You're using your left and your right hemisphere together. So what we did is mirror image and also the up and the twisted V. So this helps in your left and your right brain to work in coordination. Okay, so you're training your brain for that. Okay, let me share your screen again, please. Okay. Now, a few tips and tricks. How to get yourself into that zone where you are able to take up challenges and you're able to, discipline yourself. Now, there is a rule called as the Ulysses rule. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. It's called the Ulysses rule. And in this rule, now they see this picture here. He was a voyager. Ulysses was a voyager. He's also known as Odysseus. He was a voyager who loved going up to places, seeing different places. So according to everyone, you cannot pass this particular part of the sea because there were sirens there and they would sing a song and distract you. So Ulysses would not accept defeat. And the other sailors just left it. I was like, okay, leave it. But he's like, no, I need to solve this problem. How is that we cannot pass through this area? So what he came up, the idea that he came up with is, Ulysses asked all his shipmates who was there on board to tie him up on a mast. You can see the picture, right? They tied him up on the mast, and he asked the other shipmates to put wax in their ears, cover it with cloth, that they will not hear the siren's song. So apparently the songs, and it was distracting everybody, and the sailors or the voyagers would crush their ship into the mountain and they all would die. So this is his problem solving skill that he showed there. He said, just tie me up. I know I don't have the willpower to resist myself. So he said, tie me up and let's see how it'll work out. They went through the area and he started screaming. He's like, let me go, let me go. None of his shipmates went, helped him out. And ultimately they passed through. So you can write it down and you can see the Ulysses rule and read about it later. This became so famous that writers, poets, YouTubers, everyone, even students are using this Ulysses rule, where what distracts them, they know that they don't have the willpower to fight against it. So they will devise ways so they can, overcome that. One of the writers in this rule, used this particular rule. And what he did is he took off all his clothes. He went into the room, he shut himself and said, no matter how much I scream or shout, do not let me come out. And he used to do that twice a week or something like that. So he was forced to write. He said he would procrastinate. So he said, lock me up in a room and I will do it. So he knew that he didn't have the willpower, but he used the Ulysses rule. And also a YouTuber used to, the distractions is our phones, right? He would put it in a box and he would lock it up for 6 hours. He said, I need to read this. I need to finish this particular project that I have, but it is a distraction. So what we do is we overcome our difficulty using the Ulysses rule. Now, this can be done in our day-to-day life also. Okay, you should be smart and also disciplined. That's how this rule works. Okay. The next one is having a growth mindset. We have a lot of challenges in our daily life, right? So what are we supposed to be? Be a rubber band. Just be a rubber band. Now tell me, a rubber band, if you put it there, it's of no use. But you need to stretch yourself to a level that you can actually be of use to yourself. So if you're just lying there, you're not doing anything, you're just content and happy with yourself, then the actual value of the rubber band, of the actual value of yourself, your self-worth is not established. So accept challenges, Don't have a fixed mindset, have a growth mindset that you want to try things and be a rubber band. Yes. And now, yeah, before that, I'll just tell you a story about a painter who was always criticizing that he doesn't have much to do. He doesn't have the means to buy a canvas or the paper or a pen. He was always giving his mentor problems. So the mentor said, okay, I'm going to give you 3 colors, black, gray, and white. You need to paint with just this much.
Papa n'a le planter, ça va?
Yes,
C'est
please.
toi alors. C'est toi. Voilà pourquoi d'abord faire les pommes, non?
Could you please mute yourself? Thank you. Yeah. So the mentor was very serious. It's like, you need to use only 3 colors. Ultimately, he started working with it. He was cribbing. After a while, he started noticing that, oh, I just have these colors. I can draw the night sky. I can draw the moonlight. And slowly he developed a beautiful masterpiece. So what the mentor tried to do is give him limited resources so that he'll come out with his best. Okay. So now here, I'm sure you all will love this story about Judith Scott. Judith Scott is one of a very, very famous artist. She had a sister. They were twins. You can see that the twin sister there. And this is Judith and this is Joyce. They were twin sisters. But she was born deaf and dumb. Her parents didn't know that she was deaf and dumb. And they put her in an institution. She was there for 35 years, not knowing. They said that she cannot be trained. They didn't know that she was, deaf and dumb. After 35 years, Joyce, she realized that, there's a sister, I need to do something. She brought her home and she enrolled her in an art center for special needs children. And over there, Judith saw that, fiber art, there's something called as fiber art. There were some children and adults working with cloth, with thread, with literally anything. So she just grabbed all these tubes, anything that she gets, even chairs, tables, anything that she gets, along with cloth, textile, threads. And she started making designs. And she started making designs in such a way that people were amazed at, like, what is she doing? Though they didn't understand what it was so unique and it really had a story. Then curators and people from the museum started acquiring these art, from her, and they started making an exhibition. Now this one, it's called the Cocoon Fiber Art. This is her most famous one. So all her artwork had a story. All her artwork showed a vision. So a person who was in an asylum, who had nowhere out, once given a chance, once given an exposure to something, she changed it into something so beautiful. Judith died at the age of 61 in 2005, but her exhibitions are still today held at various places. So that's how you give children an exposure to something and you see they will do wonders. Okay, now next, I want to talk about the Pareto principle. Now, this is a fun principle that you can, utilize in common day. Now, this is called the 80-20 rule. Now, for example, now you want to cook something. Okay, we cook something, but you have to understand that we use about 20 recipes 80% of the time. Now, we all have clothes with us. We use 20% of our clothes 80% of the time. You go to Netflix or Prime Video, we watch a similar set of videos or serials or movies 80% of the time. Now, Vilfredo Pareto, who came up with this principle, he noticed that 20% of the population of France owned 80% of Italy. Okay, so this rule started being applicable to everybody in businesses, in schools, and everything, that we all say, oh, we have a lot of work to do. We have too much things to do. But according to his principle, many of the psychologists started, giving them the example of use the 80-20 rule or the Pareto rule, that 20% of the vital tasks, the most important tasks, do that, and the 80% will follow. Okay, so the keyword is vital. Use 20% of your vital chores or the vital activities. If you have your assignments, and this is very important or very good for teachers, very good for children, for businesses, anything, for home makers. Don't focus on everything and say, oh, I haven't finished this. Use the 80-20 rule to solve your problems or solve your chores, solve your documents, your assignments, everything. So remember this, the Pareto principle, okay? Now, the next, and it's really, really easy. Yeah, you can just see it here. It's called the idea model. So if you have a concern, if you have a problem, what should you do? You use the idea model. Identify, you have something in front of you. Identify what it is. You develop, that means keep brainstorming, keep develop ideas, and try to implement all of them. And then you assess them. Oh, did it work? Now, when opportunity comes or challenges comes, don't just focus at the problem. Use the idea model. Identify, develop, execute, and assess. And of course, you need to keep doing it. It's not that it'll come suddenly. This is something that a work in progress. You need to use this model most of the time. Now, a key takeaway I had seen with peasants that we are, parents here, most of us, that when we see that the children are not working as well as they should be, but we all get upset and frustrated sometimes. And how do we motivate them? That's another question, that how do we motivate the children? How do we motivate, get the best out of them? Use the 10-10-10 parenting tip. What is it? A 10-10-10 parenting tip. It's a 10 minutes, like especially, when we see that the children are running to school, you're waking them up, there's the most noise that happens is in the mornings when they're going to school. That's when it is the most chaotic. So according to this theory, that 10 minutes of waking up and going to school should be the best. So they have a good memory about home, they go well, and they work well at school. And when they come back, 10 minutes after returning, like, what do we do today? How was school today? We ask so many questions. We don't give them a break. So they say that 10 minutes that they come, be the nicest. Do the best for them so that memory remains the rest of the day. And 10 minutes before bedtime, go with them, speak with them, talk to them, play with them, do whatever. But if what they're saying is that if you play with them before and while sleeping, go to bed, do that, do this, if you say this, there's no effect. The best thing is 10 minutes after waking, 10 minutes after they come back from school, and 10 minutes before bedtime. That's the best thing, when you can get them motivated, get them happy, and form a bond. This can also be done when you are in school, as soon as they come to school or as soon as they come for therapy, you can sit with them, bond with them, and before leaving, bond with them, and make sure that the last and the first 10 minutes are the best that they have, so they remember it as they move forward. Okay. Now, and also to be very positive. We need to teach children to be positive. There is the reticular activating system, part of our brain, called as RAS. Now, let me give you an example. Now, if you have bought a new car, okay? If you bought a new car, we end up seeing that everywhere I go, I see that car. Yes. Oh, we bought a Range Rover. Oh, you can see a black Range Rover everywhere. You have bought a Patrol. You can see a Patrol everywhere. Why is that? Our brain has this ability to filter out. So you have bought, now if you have bought a new dress or if you have bought shoes, you will look around and you will see, that person has bought the same. This is the same that I have, or a bag. It's because our brain has an ability to filter out what's irrelevant. So it's called RAS. So we need to focus. Now, suppose we are focusing on the problems most of the time, or this is not done, I don't have this, I don't have that. And this works both ways, positivity and negativity. Your brain will filter out and you will only see problems. Whereas if you think about, oh, it's going to get better tomorrow. I'm going to find more opportunities tomorrow. Things are going to get better tomorrow. Like positive gratitude. You have that. Your brain has the capacity to filter out and search for solutions to your problems rather than crying about or being frustrated about it. So remember, the RAS, the reticular activating system in your brain, is always filtering. So be very, very positive. Now, we just go to the last slide here. That's the candle problem. The candle problem slide. You guys have been extremely quiet. I hope I haven't put you all to sleep. Are you all there?
Oh, yeah, here, Miss.
Yeah, it's a lot that you're doing where
yes.
you're taking probably taking lots of notes, trying to make sure we don't miss any information.
It's like you all have been awfully quiet. It's like, oh, nobody's there.
It's
All
great.
right.
The lesson is great.
Okay. This is the candle problem that was developed by Gestalt, the psychologist. Yes, Carl Dunker. Now here, let me see how many of you can give me a solution to this. This is a problem that you have in front of you. How can you give me a solution to this? Now, what it is a candle. This is a classic test, yeah? Okay. You have a candle. You have a tray or a box of thumb pins or, pins, and you have matchsticks in front of you. Now, what you have to do, the result needs to be, you need to put the lit candle on the wall, okay? On a board, maybe, most probably it's a board. So on a wall, and the wax should not fall on the floor. Okay, I'll say it again. There is a candle, there's a box of thumbnails, and there is a matchbox. So the ultimate result should be that the candle should be stuck on the wall and the wax, because it's lit, right? The wax should not fall on the floor. How do you think you can go about it?
I have a
Yes.
solution.
Yes, we can
So
fix
I
the
would
thumbnail
put
on the bottom of the candle.
What?
We can fix the thumbnail on the bottom of the candle so the wax will not fall down.
I would put the thumbtacks in the wall to wedge the candle in between
Okay.
them.
Okay.
Kind
Okay.
of give it like a bit of a landing, like you would do with nails,
Okay.
and on its side so that it doesn't fall over. You use the match to light the candle.
So
so
the
that
candle is really close to the board and you can set it fire,
the
right?
board or the wall? Are we putting it
Wall,
on a board or a wall?
a wall, your thumbprint won't go on. So I think what they're saying is a wooden board.
A wooden board. So I would hang it, or I would put it on there laying down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then use the box that the thumbtacks are in to catch the wax.
Okay. Anybody else? Anyone else want to give it a try? Good. Very good. Excellent.
Yeah, I want to try. I want to try.
Go.
For me, I'm going to empty the thumb that's the thumb tack box first. Then I'm going to tack the box to the wall first, secondly. And then I'm going to place the candle inside the box as a holder.
Okay.
Before lighting it.
Yes.
So I don't know.
Excellent. This is so good. That's how it is. That is how it's supposed to be solved. That's exactly how it is supposed to be solved. And one of the reasons why you were able to give this answer and find out is I kept saying box, box, box. If I had said thumbtacks, candle, and matchbox, it would be still difficult for you to decipher the answer. But now that I have kept saying box, so here what they're saying is the answer is always in sight. Always in sight. Just look for it. And you guys are so smart. This is what, with this 1945 onwards is given to thousands of kids and they wouldn't know. How it worked was one session of the children or the adults, whoever participated, they wouldn't be given a picture. They would just ask an abstract, you need to just think about it. So then it was difficult for them to, understand, to think. It was difficult. And the second set of kids, they were just shown the pictures and nothing was said. Nothing at all. And the third set is now what I have just said. Kept saying box, candle, matchbox, so that it will start in it, giving you clues and ideas about it. Yes, this is how our brain is wired, to look for things if it is told. Now, this classic test, good job, guys. You have passed it. Very good. Excellent. And those who weren't able to, try it at home. But don't burn the house, please. Okay. Now, this test was actually done to challenge functional fixedness. That means we are so used to doing the things the way we are so used to. Like example, how what I was telling you, pen, black, blue. Remember at the beginning that we did? You've always been asked, pick up the blue, you pick up the blue. You pick up the black, you pick up the black. So we are so used to that. So we have a functional fixedness about a certain number of things. Now, if you change that and think out of the box, you are able to do problem solving of many different things. So I've given you a lot of strategies and ideas to upgrade ourselves. Yes, upgrade ourselves and be ready to solve a problem. Oh, there we are. We have come to the end. And we're almost running out of time. Now, any questions?
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. It was a really great session. Very interactive. Love the activities.
Please carry it forward if it's your children, if it's your cousins, your friends. I told you this one has no age barrier. You can do it with starting from toddlers to however big you are. So these are the really, really simple and interactive and very effective exercises and strategies that is given. So utilize it. Let me know how it works with you all. So I will also have a good feedback. And if there are any questions, we're running out of time, you can just write it in a chat box and I will make sure that I answer them, or you can email me, or let's see. If you can give me a few, then I can answer it right now. If not, I will definitely get back to you through email.
Yes, I have a quick question. I work in the early years, so children really, really young. And I was wondering which activity of the ones that you gave us, would you mentioned toddlers, working with toddlers. Which one would you recommend that we use, or do you have another activity?
Do you do they know colors?
Yes.
Okay. So, basic
or they're
colors.
learning their colors. So like after they've learned their colors.
Okay. Or you can give them the faces, or like you said, pick the opposite. That we're just training them. So it's fine. It's like when you say mama, you pick up papa. It was just a routine thing. Just understand, what do they know? Do they know shapes? Do they know colors? What is that they understand? This is your training, so that, they will get confused. No, these kids won't get confused. They are so good. And neuroplasty, their brain, they learn. And if I can ask you, which part of the brain do they use for problem solving?
Frontal lobe.
Yes. So that keeps activating itself bombard them with a lot of things. Even if you have something like, stacking up, you have cups.
Yeah,
Give
the
them
stacking cups.
Yeah, give them cups to stack. Give them different like glasses, different shapes of glasses, and ask them to pour water in them. So they're like,
Mhm.
they understand that, I'm not supposed to pour this much. These are solutions. Let them find out the solutions. Unfortunately, as parents, as teachers, sometimes we just dive in, because all of them, like you said, we have delays. Sometimes we take time. That's called the processing. We have processing. Every person processes it differently. Like I said, when I said put it on your chin, but this is the chin, this is not the chin. We observe it. So what are you doing? This is wrong. Let them evolve themselves. Do not dive in, do not correct them. Let them just play. Even at home, even in school, we need to have a lot of patience for this. And I was actually, trying out these activities with my colleagues over here. And one of my colleagues are like, does it mean that I have an issue? Because, these are very
Yeah, because you can't carry it out. You're like, oh God, how am I going to teach this to someone else when I'm struggling with it myself?
Yeah. So, but it's not that. We learn. Now, when I started doing this, when I was, researching, it took time for me to do all these things. So we learn every time. So don't help them, just have patience, let them go. And tell a lot of people about Judith. I was telling you, Judith Scott. She didn't know what she was doing, but she made wonderful pieces that spoke about her vision and her soul. That's what they said. Judith Vision had a soul in all those actings. Let them just explore. You can do all these
exploring and getting them to
imitate.
challenge what they know as like something concrete. So if they've learned that this is, I give them blue and yellow, and I tell them to give me the blue, that they should tap the yellow.
Yes, exactly. Okay.
Hi, Asha.
Yes.
Yes, we have, can we have this last question?
Yes, please.
From Belinda.
Yes.
How to go about a child who comes to school not ready? Hold on. How to go about a child who comes to school and not ready to settle? What easy activity can be used, motivated the child, especially a child who is so attached to the parents? Can you see the question on the chat box?
Yeah, what I'm trying to ask is, like there are a lot of children, there are a lot of children who comes to school, especially in the early years, who are not ready to settle. Most especially those who are attached to their parents. What is the activity can it be recommended?
Belinda, what I can do is I can send you a list of activities and links to which you can actually give them, because one activity wouldn't be good enough, because I should also know what sort of a learner they are, what they are, why are they upset about. You need to go, like I said, this is also a concern that you need to go deep, that what is the reason behind it. So just randomly doing anything wouldn't be, beneficial for the child. So I could send you a list of activities and strategies that you can follow and see what suits him best or her best.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, that would be great if you could share those links email-wide. That would be great.
I would do that. I would do that. Please give your feedbacks and get in touch with me. The email, I could write it down over here, so you can just get in touch with me. You can send in your queries, so then I could,
Thank you again, Asha. Thank you for the beautiful presentation. Very interactive and very helpful. Thank you all for joining us today for the 67th TDCC webinar, Empowering Young Minds, Developing Problem-Solving Skills for Everyday Challenges. If you still have questions for Asha, please email them to us. And once again, thank you. Join us again for the next webinar happening on August 28th, and it will be led by Psychology Department. Thank you, Asha.
Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for your time.
Thank you so much. Thank you,
Thank you,
ma'am.
ma'am. Thank
It
you.
was a great session.
Thank you. Take
Thank
care.
you so much.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you, Asha. It was very helpful.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. The session was really great.
Thank you. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Bye-bye. Thank you for joining. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
For joining us today. We truly appreciate your time, your thoughtful questions, and your dedication to supporting children with learning differences. A special thanks to our speaker, Praveen, for sharing his expertise and insights. And to everyone who joined us via Zoom and our YouTube live stream. Thank you. Stay connected with us. Follow TDCC on social media. Subscribe to our YouTube channel for more webinars and expert content. Please take a screenshot of the contact details now showing on your screen. Feel free to share this with friends, families, or colleagues who may benefit from it. To stay updated on future webinars, training sessions, and support services, scan the QR codes on screen. We look forward to seeing you at our next webinar. From all of us at the Developing Child Center. Thank you, and have a great day.